Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Richmond Common Council for October the 6th. Would everyone please stand for the pledge and remain standing for a prayer by Councilor Taylor? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Dear Heavenly Father, guide our thoughts and our decisions tonight. Help us lead with wisdom, fairness, and respect as we serve our community. Keep us united in purpose and integrity. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Thank you, Mrs. Taylor. Would the clerk please call the roll?
Goss.
Here.
Lucinda Wright.
Present.
Bill Engel.
Here.
Larry Parker.
Here.
Ann Taylor.
Here.
Gary Turner.
Here.
Jane Bumbelow.
Here.
Justin Burkhart.
Here.
And Jerry Purcell.
Here.
All are present.
Thank you. Approval of the minutes of our regular meetings, which was held on September the 2nd and September the 29th. Any comments, questions, additions, corrections?
Mr. President, if there's no corrections, I move that we approve the minutes.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes as received for September the 2nd and September the 29th. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Presentation of petitions, memorials, complaints, introductions. We have none. Mr. Childress was to speak to us tonight, but he has a doctor's appointment he couldn't get out of. Communications from the mayor.
Just that we continue to work on the 2026 budget and some changes to the 2025 budget to square it up also. That's all. Although I should say, let me back up. We've been so focused on the budget. City's trick-or-treat night is Halloween, October 31st. That's a Friday, so we chose to run from 6 to 8 p.m. So to give parents a chance to get home off the streets after 5. So 6 to 8 is the city's trick-or-treat night on the 31st of October. You should know that. And that coincides with a bunch of others on the 30th and other days, so it actually doesn't compete with others.
Any questions for the mayor at this time?
Mr. President,
Yes, sir.
Mayor Oler, when do we start collecting leaves?
That's a great question. TL,
October 14th?
October 14th?
My neighborhood's already full of, people have been blowing them around and stacking them up. I've been wondering.
Mine's not. I have some tough trees. They're hanging on. They usually hang on until December. And I have the opposite problem, but okay.
Any additional questions? Report from the Board of Public Works and Safety, the minutes of the 14th, the 21st, 28th, September the 4th, 11th, and 18th are in our packets. Any questions or comments? Hearing none. Reports by department heads. Finance Committee, did you happen to meet on ordinance 45 and 46?
Mr. President, 45 and 46. As
We'll ask for your report later if you did meet on that.
we didn't specifically meet on that, no, but I'll give you a report later.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Any miscellaneous business to come before the council at this time? Ordinance is on first reading.
Mr. President,
Mr. Goss.
I'd like to amend the agenda, make a motion to amend the agenda and put ordinance number 46, 2025 on first reading. It's listed on our agenda as second reading, and put it after 45, 2025.
Second.
Have a motion second to amend the agenda and put ordinance number 46 on first reading, followed by ordinance number 45. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Let's go with ordinance number 12.
Somebody has to make a motion to suspend. the
That's
rules.
right. Do we have another motion?
Mr.
Mr. Turner? Mr. Goss?
Mr. Goss beat me to it.
Make a motion to read ordinance 12, 45, 46, and 50, 2025 by title only.
Second. Have a motion and a second to suspend the rules and read ordinance number 12, 2025, 45, 25, 50, 2025, and 46, 2025 by title only. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Amended ordinance number 12, 2025, a general ordinance amending section 32.99 of the Richmond City Code.
Ordinance number 12 is on first reading. Who would like to speak to that one?
The only reason we're amending it is because we passed 12 earlier, and there were a couple of little things that needed to be added.
Okay,
And so we added it, but that's in the ordinance. But I think it's going to be held tonight anyway, isn't it?
not necessarily. It's up to the council.
Okay, it's just in that.
This is Mr. Engel's ordinance.
Kind of.
Mr. Engel, do you have anything to say for this ordinance?
I do not.
So, are you in favor of it? Are you in favor of the amendment?
I am.
Shall we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Someone like to make a motion then?
Mr. President,
Mr. Turner,
I would propose that we amend the agenda and advance ordinance 12, 2025 to second reading, read by title only.
Second.
have a motion and second to take amended ordinance number 12, 2025 to second reading, read by title only. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Amended ordinance number 12, 2025, a general ordinance amending section 32.99 of the Richmond City Code.
Amended ordinance number 12, 2025 is on second reading, which is public hearing. Is there anyone in the audience like to speak in favor of this ordinance? Anyone like to speak in opposition? What is council's pleasure?
Move for engrossment.
Second.
Have a motion, a second, and gross. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Call the question.
Second.
Doug Goss,
Aye.
Lucinda Wright,
Aye.
Bill Engel.
Aye.
Ann Taylor. Gary Turner.
Aye.
Jane Bumbalough.
Aye.
Justin Burkhart.
Aye.
Jerry Purcell. And
Aye.
Larry Parker. All are
Aye.
in favor.
Motion carried. Thank you.
Thank you. Ordinance number 45, an appropriation ordinance amending the 2025 budget. Larry, do you want to talk about that, or do you want to hold it?
On ordinance number 45, 2025, the clerk's office is wearing very thin on the budget for purchasing of ink cartridges. And since the council has some money in that area that we're not going to be using this year, I think that we should transfer from us to the clerk's office to purchase these ink cartridges.
I agree. I would propose to amend the agenda and advance ordinance 45, 2025 to second reading, read by title only.
Second.
Motion and second to advance ordinance 45, 2025 to second reading, read by title only. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Ordinance number 45, 2025, an appropriation ordinance amending the 2025 budget.
Before we go to the audience, Mr. Burkhart, Finance Committee, have any suggestions or comments about this ordinance?
Mr. President, we do not.
All right, thank you. Ordinance 45, 2025 is on second reading, which is public hearing. Is there anyone in the audience that'd like to speak in favor of this ordinance? Is there anyone like to speak in opposition?
Mr. President, move for engrossment.
Second.
I have a motion and second to engross ordinance 45. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Call the question.
Please call the question. We have a second.
I seconded it.
She did. Doug Goss,
Aye.
Lucinda Wright.
Aye.
Bill Engel.
Aye.
Ann Taylor.
Aye.
Gary Turner.
Aye.
Jane Bumbalough.
Aye.
Justin Burkhart.
Aye.
Jerry Purcell.
Aye.
And Larry Parker.
Aye.
All are in favor.
Motion carried. Thank you.
Ordinance 46, 2025, an appropriation ordinance amending the 2025 budget.
Has the Finance Committee had a chance to look at this one at all?
Mr. President, we did not, no.
Do you want to hold it?
Yes, please.
Okay, we will hold ordinance 46, 2025.
Ordinance 50, 2025, an appropriation ordinance authorizing the submittal, acceptance, and appropriation of a grant from the Indiana Department of Transportation.
Mr. Burkhart,
Mr. President, we also have not reviewed ordinance number 50.
I'd like to have someone that speaks for us, though.
Good evening, council members.
Good evening.
My name is Audrey Shake. I'm the grant administrator for the city. Ordinance 50, 2025 is an appropriation ordinance authorizing the submittal, acceptance, and appropriation of a grant from the Indiana Department of Transportation. The city of Richmond is requesting $584,446.50 in funding through INDOT's 2026 Community Crossings Matching Grant for improvements to 12 local roads. This grant requires a 50% match, which will come from budgeted city funds, more specifically local roads and streets, and redevelopment commission funds.
Is there a deadline for the submittal of this grant?
Yes, it's by the end of this month.
The end of this month? Okay. Anyone else on council have any questions or comments?
Mr. President,
Mr. Burkhart?
specifically October 31st.
I believe it's the 23rd. Is the next council meeting, what date is that? Do you know?
20th.
20th, yeah, I believe it's the 23rd.
No, it's not.
Mr.
It is the 31st? Okay. Yes.
Can we hold that, Mr. President?
Certainly.
Okay.
It'll be held then.
Second reading?
Yeah. No, we're going to hold it.
No, I meant, are we going?
Oh,
to
yes.
second reading?
Ordinance is on second reading.
Ordinance number 38. Did somebody say something? 2025. An appropriation ordinance amending the 2025 budget.
On these ordinances, ordinance 38 through 47, I'll refer to AJ to give us a description as to what's going on.
Thank you, Mr. President. Excuse me, as it pertains to ordinance 39, 2025, the appropriation ordinance known as the 2026 budget, there was discussion in Finance Committee this evening immediately prior to the public meeting about some potential substantive changes being made to the budget. However, we did advertise the hearing for the budget for this evening. So with that in mind, the hearing will be called tonight because it was advertised. But it would be my recommendation that an additional public hearing be advertised for October the 20th. So we would have an additional public hearing on that date. That date was chosen because we need to put out notice of the public hearing at least 10 days prior. So we can get that done this week and we can meet on the 20th. And then 10 days following the public hearing, we could have an actual adoption hearing on October the 30th. So we would come back for purposes of potentially passing the budget on the 30th. Again, that allows for for council to review and consider and analyze the changes that were discussed this evening. So that would be my recommendation on ordinance 39, 2025. As it relates to all other associated ordinances, again, these are on public hearing this evening, but we would need to consider those at the same time that we consider the budget on the 30th.
Since it was announced that it's on public hearing, however, since every one of these is going to have a change, is that correct?
Potentially,
A potential change?
correct.
I don't know how we can have a hearing on it if they don't know what they're talking
We're going to
about.
open the public hearing. If anyone wants to speak, it is with the understanding that they will have an additional opportunity on the 20th because of potential changes coming down the pike. But we do need to open it for public hearing this evening. We're not going to act on it tonight. We couldn't anyway, but we advertised it for this evening, so we will open it. Again, that's with the understanding that there will be an additional public hearing on the 20th.
Okay. Mr. Burkhart?
Mr. President, a little bit more dialogue on what Mr. Sickman is saying is that the budget that we received at the Committee of the Whole has changed drastically as far as the landscape. And we felt like from the Finance Committee's perspective that we wanted to give it our due diligence. We wanted to make sure that every stone was turned over, looking for the best possible ways to get to the black as possible, to represent the taxpayers, and to continue growing the city positively with positive cash flow. And So even though this year is going to be difficult and years after, we are making a conscious effort to really work on this, and just 1 day, 1 hour is not sufficient.
I agree that that's not enough time. This is quite unusual to have something like this come before the council at this late of the time. However, since it is what it is, we will open the public hearing at this time. If there's anyone in the audience that would like to speak for or against any of these ordinances, that would be 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, you're welcome to come forward at this time, either for or against, or any comments you happen to have. Hearing none, do we have any comments or questions from council?
Mr. President,
Mr. Goss?
what is the deadline for budget adoption?
November 3rd.
November 3rd? Okay.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Engel?
and then when are we going to get a look at the budget, the new budget? Friday?
She's definitely absent.
Are we going to receive a paper copy of that Friday? And are we going to have time to have a committee of the whole meeting, or we're going to just see it and then have to bring it for the board? How's that going to happen?
I'll let Beth Fields speak to that. During this process, we worked really hard to find a way to get the budget more balanced as council requested. And to that vein, I've reappointed Beth Fields to be the lead on the 2026 budget. And that's why we're coming up with all these changes and why she's here to speak.
So as Mayor indicated and as Chair Burkhart of the Finance indicated, we are going back through all of the budgets. We are ensuring that we have all of the up-to-date projections. We're looking at our actual spend and our actual revenue through 9/30 of 2025. We are doing updated projections of what we expect to receive during the fourth quarter so that we can ensure that the cash position that we're going to have at the end of 2025 is the most accurate that we can have. With that information, then we are looking at 2026 again, ensuring that we have all of the revenue represented appropriately, we have all of the expenditures listed, and then working with the finance team and the administration and council as a whole to provide an updated budget document by this Friday. Friday, with having the hearing on October 20th, Friday is our deadline to advertise all of that new information to the public. So that is why the goal is to have everything completed by the end of the day Thursday so that copies can be prepared, can be posted, and everything can be shared with council and the public at that time. And then if it is council's pleasure to have another committee of the whole session, we are happy to schedule that. We have to do the 48-hour notice for that, but we are happy to do that next week as well.
Comments from council. I would like to hear council's opinion as to what they would like to do.
Mr. President, we talked in finance about the possibility of having a committee of the whole meeting, and I, for one, think we should.
I think so too.
I agree, think we do need
Yeah.
to, yes.
I think we should have one as well.
Yes.
So,
Mr. President,
yes,
I want to really thank Beth for stepping up, leading the way. This has been very, very difficult, but we are ensuring that these numbers are correct and that these are our strongest opportunity to right size. And so I want to thank you, Beth.
Absolutely.
I agree. We want to have it the best we possibly can have it. The only problem it is we're starting to run into a time crunch here. And I do believe that we should have a committee of the whole. But I do think the committee of the whole should happen after the finance committee meets so that you can also report to us. And you will be meeting when?
Well, if we can get these numbers on Friday, Monday is a holiday, and so we can probably meet as soon as Tuesday.
Yeah, and we have talked about having some continued conversations yet this week to talk through, because the Finance Committee does have some suggestions for possible modifications that we want to be sure that we get incorporated before we finalize those documents and publish them on Friday.
I don't have a calendar right now. What's the next date available after Tuesday?
Finance.
15th,
Wednesday.
Tuesday is what?
the 14th.
12th,
14th.
14th?
Tuesday is the 14th.
Well, I think we need to have it then, but sometime between the 14th and the 20th, and that only leaves us, what, 2 days?
Yeah, well, it'll be
Roughly.
fresh in our mind.
We meet on the 15th, October 15th.
15th is a Wednesday?
Yeah. 6 PM,
Okay.
7 PM.
Well, we met at 7 the last time, so I guess we
what?
can still do that. So would you please give us a 48-hour notice for the Committee of the Whole at
What is it?
15th.
the 15th at 7
Committee of
PM
the Whole.
in the council's chamber?
Advertise that, AJ.
There we go.
Want me to do it?
Any additional comments or questions?
Committee of the Whole.
Whole, Committee of the Whole,
I said the committee,
October 15th.
Committee of the Whole will be the 15th.
not the finance committee.
Mr. President,
Yes, sir.
I'd like to give this to Beth to incorporate into her work. He can add to it.
At what
All
time?
the information so that
7.
we can have those conversations, for sure.
Mr.
So I
Engel?
appreciate this.
Mr. President,
Do you have a question?
No.
Okay. Yes,
if I may, the Board of Zoning Appeals is scheduled to meet in here that Wednesday, but they should be finished in plenty of time if you do hold it at 7. They should be out by 6:30.
Okay.
if they're not,
I'll-
they'll have
I'll-
to,
I'll
if
go
they're
ahead and
not, they'll have
reserve-
to leave.
I will reserve the room right now. I'm reserving the room right now.
Okay,
All right,
thank you.
Thank you.
okay.
Okay, I but guess that eliminates all the information we have on our agenda for this evening.
Do we need,
Well,
Pardon me?
do we need to close public
Yeah,
hearing?
well,
There's 3 more that you might want to look at.
yeah, Mr. President, if we could
Yeah,
just
we
show
do.
that public hearings are closed, but we do have additional ordinances on which council can
Yes.
act this evening.
Let's do 47.
Ordinance number 47, 2025, an appropriation ordinance amending the 2025 budget. The opioid fund,
Pardon me?
opioid fund.
Right.
Mr. President,
Yes, yes.
the ordinance number 47 is a part of the prior discussion.
So it will be held over as well then. 48, same thing, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's the first
49.
response.
49,
49,
General.
that's the general fund, that's held over as well, isn't it?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's council's pleasure?
Move for adjournment.
Second.
All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We stand adjourned.
You are watching Whitewater Government Television, WGTV, Channel 11, part of the Whitewater Community Television family of stations.
Good evening and welcome to the Richmond Power and Light meeting for Monday, October the 6th, 2025. Madam Clerk, please call the roll.
Doug Goss.
Here.
Lucinda Wright.
Present.
Bill Engel.
Here.
Larry Parker.
Here.
Ann Taylor.
Here.
Gary Turner.
Here.
Jane Bumbelow.
Here.
Justin Burkhart.
Here.
And Jerry Purcell.
Here.
All are present.
Next, we have the approval of the minutes from our meeting on September the 2nd. Mr. Parker.
If there are no additions or corrections to the minutes as received, I move for approval.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the minutes from our meeting on September the 2nd. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have the bills to be approved. Mr. Parker.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Parker.
Finance Committee has reviewed the bills for 9/15 as well as 10/6 and moved for approval of $8,443,817.06.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve the bills of $8,443,817.06. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Do we have any unfinished business at this time? Report from the general manager.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Am I on? I know last time I wasn't, so I wanted to make sure. Okay. Pictured here to start the meeting tonight, just a picture of our crews completing confined space training downtown. We do have a lot of infrastructure underground downtown, so we do this training every year. And I included this in a presentation a couple of months ago as well, but it's always good to see them out doing those types of trainings. But all right, so this evening, we're finally going to open bids on a new 2025 Class 7 71-foot working height bucket truck for the line department as previously approved in the 2025 capital budget. As you may recall, we did not receive bids when we bid this a few months ago, and we did give our vendors a little extra time. So it has been 2 months since we talked about this. But we do have another proof of publication for the second time we advertised that. So would like to enter that into the record and request approval of that.
I move to approve.
Second.
We have a motion and a second to approve into public record. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank you very much. And I will now open the one bid we did receive. It's from Altech, 5201 West 84th Street, Indianapolis.
Tony, this is to trade in the 2009?
And we would be trading that one in, yes.
Okay.
Yes. Price, $307,338. They're offering us a whopping $6,000 in trade. So we'll maybe have to reconsider that for a total price of $301,338. But I would ask to be able to take this under advisement and report back at a future meeting.
So moved.
Second.
So we have a motion to refer this to a future meeting. We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. All right. Next on the agenda tonight, this is our final capital purchase for the year. This was budgeted for 2025 as well. So we are requesting to receive bids for one new horizontal directional drill for the line department as previously approved in the 2025 capital budget. And we would be trading in this unit, which is a 2015 Ditch Witch directional drill with trailer. I would like to add, for our accounting purposes, we do account for the trailer and the piece of equipment separately, but we will be bidding both a new unit and trailer. The reason we do not reuse the trailer based upon the manufacturer, the trailer is manufactured based upon the weight of the unit, so it's balanced, so you cannot just reuse the existing trailer, so that's why we do that.
So we need a motion to authorize Tony to receive bids on one new horizontal directional drill for the line department.
So moved.
Second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you. We have one more action item this evening. I'm requesting the board allow me to sign the contract with the IBEW Local 1395 with a term of October 1, 2025 through September 30th, 2028. So as you know, we have been in negotiations with the local union. They went well. We have a good relationship with them, and not just during negotiations, but throughout the year, we always meet periodically and keep an open dialogue. So a few contract change highlights. An additional personal day has been, assuming it's approved tonight, will be granted. This was chosen over a new holiday. An adjustment to the vacation schedule was made. This would move up when the third week of vacation is received from 7 years to 5 years. Employees can now split their sick days into 2-hour increments from previously 4-hour increments. The boot allowance, just because boots keep getting more and more expensive, was increased to $150 from $125, with a maximum during the term of the contract of $450 from $375. Some adjustments to the days off for funeral leave were brought up to date. We were still using basically the same language since 1975 for our funeral leave, so things have changed over the years. There were some clarifications made on sick days, specifically an issue we've had with how sick days are taken before and after holidays. Again, that's very old language that needed cleaned up. Another item that we changed was the student internship language in the contract. As you know, there's new state legislation that will require some students to have some sort of on-the-job training as part of their graduation requirements. I believe that's with this incoming class of high school students this year. So during their junior and senior years, they would potentially need internships. The way our language read in the union contract, it was specific to summer internships. And obviously, a high school intern would most likely be outside of the summer. It's going to be during the school year. So we cleaned up that language. Mutual assistance language was cleaned up and clarified. Basically, what, as you know, mutual assistance is when we are able to help other utilities when there's a disaster and they need some extra help. So there was, the main change there was that in order to qualify to be able to go on mutual assistance, you have to have a 50% call-in, meaning that when we call you for help, when we call an employee in to come in after hours, they have to respond at least 50% of the time in order to be eligible for mutual assistance to be able to go on those trips. So there's always a little bit of language, clean up every contract with job titles, lines of progressions as things change, letters of agreement. So some of that there, some of that occurred. We had updated arbitration language. Specifically what this does, it provides that if it's an arbitration panel, that both the union and management could reject the entire panel versus just individuals on that arbitration panel if we ever came to that. We removed the journeyman apprentice ratio. Basically what this is, it currently says we have to have a certain number of journeymen for every apprentice. We feel that is very important, but with the number of retirements that we have as a utility, that number, that ratio is constantly in flux right now. So this is something we might revisit in the future, but we were able to remove it for this part of the contract, or this particular contract. And finally, the big one is pay increases, and we settled on 3% for each year of the contract, and this we are proposing again a 3-year contract, just like we have done in the past.
So, Tony, is there, we don't have anyone present from the IBEW?
No, I thought someone was going to be here tonight, but they're not. But again, we have a good relationship with them. We have open dialogue, open communication, and the negotiations went very well. And so Simply what I'm requesting tonight is permission to sign the contract on behalf of the utility.
So before we do that, I just want to commend Tony. He kept me abreast the entire time during the contract negotiations, and I think he was only a part of one fist fight. No, I'm just kidding. It seemed like it went very well. So we need a motion to.
Chairman,
Mr. Purcell.
I'd like to make a motion to allow the general manager to sign the contract with the IBEW 1395 as it was presented.
Second?
Second.
So we have a motion and a second to authorize the general manager to sign the IBEW 1395 union contract. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you very much. And to wrap this evening, this is Public Power Week. And just a reminder, public power utilities are non-for-profit entities governed by local governments to supply communities with low-cost, reliable, and environmentally responsible power. There are over 2,000 public power utilities that serve over 55 million people in 49 states and 5 U.S. territories. As a result, we are celebrating Customer Service Week. That's a snapshot of our customer service team. And you can't see their T-shirts, but Amy had these really cool little T-shirts made up for them for Customer Service Week, so we appreciate her doing that. So real quick, who are our customers? Well, we have about 16,300 residential customers, almost 5,000 business, commercial, industrial customers. What's interesting about that is, it's hard to see on the slides, residential customers make up 76% of our customer base, and the revenue from residential is 21% of our sales. So on the flip side, our business customers make up 24% of our customer base, but provides 79% of our income. So it's kind of a interesting flip when you look at who our customers are as a utility. So how do our customers receive their bills? Looking at, this was through June of 2025, about 15,000 still receive their bills through the mail, but we're up to over 3,500 that receive their bills electronically. And the reason that's important is it costs us about 80 cents a bill to mail it in the mail. So every person that signs up for e-billing does help save the utility a few dollars. So mailed bills are actually down about 8%, and e-bills, people accepting e-bills, are up about 39%. How do our customers pay their bills? We're seeing another interesting trend that I have this listed as cash register, but this is the traditional sending your bill back in by mail and or walking into the customer service office. We've seen that trickle down by 7%. Our comparison period is from October 2021 through June 2025. October 21 is when we were able to start tracking this. And then IVR, that's when you call in and automatically, you get an automated prompt to pay your bill, and we're seeing the IVR is actually down 40%. On the other side, auto pay, automatically having it withdrawn from your bank account is up 43%. People paying from the mobile app is up 26%, and paying from the website is up 22%. So, and I always take an opportunity to remind people, if you haven't already, sign up for Smart Hub. Look for go to Smart Hub on your app store and just type in Richmond Power, and you can download our Smart Hub app, where you can do a number of things, including receive your bill, pay your bill, report outages, look at the outage map, look at your billing history, and much, much more. Again, we thank all of our customers and entertain any questions you have on Customer Service Week and our customers.
What questions do we have for Tony?
I don't have a question, but I have a comment.
Yes.
I'd like to commend Tony and his leadership with RP&L. The crews are amazing.
like the outage this morning.
Right.
And how you keep us updated as to when and where the outages are, how long it's going to take, you know, whether or not you've got everybody up. I just want to say your leadership is reflected in the work that your crews do, because they are just, they're amazing.
We have a really, really good group of
Yeah.
people. We sure do. So
Yeah.
thank you. I'll pass
You're
it on.
welcome.
Yeah.
Mr. Chairman,
Mr. Purcell.
I'd like to also join in and say that the work ethic of your people and the way they get their job done is a direct reflection on leadership. And also, I want you to pass along a thank you for all the help for the 4th Street Fair this weekend.
Well, absolutely. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Ditto.
Any other dittos?
One more quick reminder. Again, thank you for the kind words. And again, it's a team effort. And we have a really good team, so it all goes to them for sure. Our budget, we do have a special meeting scheduled for Wednesday, November 12th, currently at 6:30. If Dustin Purvis he's going to let me know if they do have any BZA agenda items that night. If they do not, we might do this at 6 o'clock if that works for you.
Okay.
Barring anything unforeseen, we should be able to review our budget in a couple hours or less that evening, and hopefully only require one evening. But did want to make sure you still have that on your calendar.
You said 6 p.m.?
6:30 right now, and we will let you know mid-month if there are any BZA petitions, because we want to use this room, so that's the BZA night.
Dinner's at 6.
Yeah.
To what?
Dinner's at
Dinner's at
6.
6.
Yes.
Your tab, Justin's tab. Justin's buying dinner for everybody that night.
But that's all I have this evening.
Okay. Any final questions, comments for Tony?
Move for adjournment.
Second.
Motion and a second to adjourn. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
We're adjourned.
Oh, yeah, thanks for the gifts, Tony.
Yeah.
Oh, that was.
You are watching Whitewater Government Television, WGTV, Channel 11, part of the Whitewater Community Television family of stations.